started?
Statistics as a discipline started with the beginning of man's existence. So statistics is not a new discipline, but as old as the society itself. Because statistics was born as the science of kings. Because kings used to collect quantitative information. So in relation with the populations, for example, manpower, and whether material wealth for their countries. Also, it is developed as a science partly due to man's propensity of gambling. So yung mga mahihilig sa sugal. So they ask assistance to the mathematicians for the optimum chances of winning. Then these requests were considered some of the mathematicians. And after that event, Abraham de Moivre was a French mathematician known for his work normal distribution and probability theory. So Abraham de Moivre, known for his normal distribution and probability theory. Lambert Adolphe Quetelet was a Belgian astronomer, mathematician, statistician, and sociologist, and was influential in introducing statistical methods to the social sciences. So he discovered the constancy of great numbers, which are the basis of Francis Galton was an English Victorian-era statistician, polymath, and many more. He created a statistical concept of correlation and widely promoted regression towards the mean, and he was the first to apply statistical methods with the use of questionnaire and surveys for collecting data. Carl Pearson was an English mathematician. So Francis Galton and Carl Pearson did excellent work of the theory called the regression and correlation. William Selly Gasset was an English statistician and chemist. So William Gasset developed a methods of decision making derived from a smaller sets of Ronald Fisher was a British statistician, geneticist, eugenicist, and professor. And the idea was continued by Ronald Fisher, the father of statistical method and applied statistics to genetics, biometry, and agriculture. So number one, it aids in decision making. So I'll pick one of the example, which is the predicts future outcome. So when it comes to future outcome, it figures and help us make predictions about something that is going to happen in the future. Based on what we face in our daily lives, we make predictions. So doctors, engineers, artists, and practitioners all use statistics to make predictions about future events. So for example, doctors uses statistics to understand the future of the disease, so they can predict the magnitude of the flu in each winter season through the use of data. Number two, it summarizes data for public use. So example for this is we conduct quality tests to ensure that our purchase is correct and get the best results from what we spend, especially during this pandemic. We have to list down of what is very important to buy to avoid roaming around because maybe we might get infected. We do a sample test of what we expect to buy to get the best. If the sample test that we have done passes the quality test, we want to buy it. Number three, it can give a precise description of data. Statistics help in the proper and efficient planning of a statistical inquiry in any field of study and also in collecting appropriate quantitative data and presenting complex data in a suitable tabular, diagrammatic, and graphic form for easy and clear comprehension of data. So, example for that is engineers uses statistics to estimate the success of their ongoing project, and they also use the data to evaluate how long it will take to complete a project. Number four, it can predict the behavior of an individual. Statistics helps in providing a better understanding and exact description of anything. For example, doctors use statistics to understand the future of the disease, so they can predict the magnitude of the flu in each winter season through the use of data. So same as to the number 1. Number 5, it can be used to test hypotheses. Example for this is the quality testing is another important use of statistics in every area of life. On a day-to-day basis, we conduct quality tests to ensure that our purchase is correct and get the best results from what we spend, especially during this pandemic. We've experiencing this is very useful in public to determine who is infected with the virus or not. So number 6, I'll just pick the field of sports. So the example of the sports is there is lots of uses of statistics in sports. Every sports requires statistics to make the sport more effective. Statistics help the sport person to get the idea about his or her performance in the particular sports. Nowadays, sports are utilizing the statistics data into the next level. However, the reason is sport is getting more popular and there are various kinds of types of equipment in sports that are used to collect data of various factors. So statistics is used to get a conclusion from the given data.